Rise and shine!
It's Entspresso time!
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I am not a morning person, but when you start your day with an inspiring morning routine that gets you going, like maybe watch one of these videos, it will change your life. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee, know that I believe in you, and get ready for a shot of Entspresso from Marie Forleo from our vault.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
You know, my first gig out of college was on Wall Street, on the New York Stock Exchange. This is pre everything. This is like just out of college, 21 years old, and I knew one of my drives, I wanted to be really successful, but not just to like get shoes. I knew I wanted to make money because I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to be able to take care of my family. I wanted to be able to contribute to causes that I believe in. And so I knew in order to do that, in my own mind, I was like, well, I want to make a lot of money and make this stuff happen. But when I was on Wall Street, even though so many people that I worked with, multi-millionaires, I mean, the money was ridiculous. While they were financially rich, they were spiritually bankrupt. And I felt like there was a part of me that was dying inside. And I said, this is not my path. I don't know what my path is, but I need to leave this because I feel sick. And so I think many people feel like that. You can find yourself in job and job and job, and you want to do great work in the world. You're giving it your best, but some little voice inside is saying, this isn't me. This isn't me. And I kept having that voice until finally I left the corporate world and started my own business.
For those of you loyal viewers, you've known that when I was in high school, I thought I was going to be a banker. It was in my high school yearbook, and I had the opportunity to become a banker, earn $80,000, $100,000 starting salary at the company that I wanted to work at. And I said no to become an entrepreneur when I was making $300 a month because I didn't want to live with regret that I made the wrong decision. And it felt right. And I think this is a challenge for a lot of people because I feel like people know when something doesn't feel right. I feel like I feel like you know somewhere that this isn't the right thing to do. You're just too scared to do the right thing, or you don't know what the right thing is. You just know that what you're doing right now is not the right thing. And if you don't know where to jump to, then it can be really scary. And it's having the courage to move forward on a path that's unknown versus taking the safe path that is known but doesn't feel right. And I think that's where most people fall down. Like, not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and I get that, and it's totally cool. But people do have dreams, people do have aspirations, and they're not realizing them, and they're stuck in a job that they hate, or a life that they hate, or a relationship that they hate, or an environment that they hate, because it's just okay. It's not bad enough to make them want to leave. But just because it's okay, it means that they don't strive for something much greater. And if they don't know where they want to go, you don't have that clear vision for where you want to go, then it's massively scary to have the courage to go out and take that leap. And I think one is just having the awareness and hearing different people say that you shouldn't settle for a mediocre life. That if you feel like you want to do something more, that you at least owe it to yourself to do it. So you're not that 80-year-old sitting back on your deathbed thinking, man, I wish I did more with my life. I wish I had chased my dream. And then two, recognize that it doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Like, if you don't like your life right now, or a part of it, your job or your relationship or something, you don't have to just quit and then move on to something else. That can work for some people, but I'm in the school of thought of just start trying stuff part-time. Like, try it for an hour a day. It doesn't have to be something massively radical and crazy. And I think if you can get your head around that, then it reduces the fear, reduces the uncertainty, and then hopefully gets you a little bit excited, because you want to be excited about the dream thing that you're often chasing. And so I would echo the point that if you are not happy with something in your life, I kind of try to live by this. If I'm not happy with something for too long, my schedule, my work environment, something, if I'm not excited, not even not happy, if I'm not excited by something for too many days in a row, then something has to change. I change my schedule around constantly. I have some core principles, but I'll change it around based on what's happening in my life. And I don't think people are static beings. Like, things will change in your life, and if you don't adapt and grow as things and change and as you grow, then you're gonna feel out of place, then you're gonna feel unhappy and unsatisfied. And so your life is never perfect. It's just constantly evolving, and you need to catch up to it. As you change, that you change your life alongside with you. And stop settling for okay. Stop settling for mediocrity. Stop settling for just good. If you're not happy with something in your life, accept responsibility and start making some changes. It doesn't have to be all in. Just start right now.
It's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? When you watch a video and just get motivated, the sign says you have a 35% chance of actually doing something, and that's terrible. I want you to get to a greater number. When you actually create a plan, you get motivated, you have a plan, you have a 91% chance of following through. And when you have a plan, you get motivated to plan and you commit to somebody else, you have a 95% chance of following through. So I want to celebrate you. I want to know your single biggest takeaway, and write down in the comments below your plan of action for the next week so you can follow through and we can celebrate with you too. Also, if you want to have more self-love and self-belief, check out my 254 series. The sign says it can take up to 254 days of consecutive action to build a habit. So if you want to build your self-belief, I've designed a free program where I will send you a video every day for free. The link to join is in the description below.
Being a really, really good listener is one of the most underrated secrets to success. I wanted to be really successful, but not just to like get shoes. I knew I wanted to make money because I wanted to make a difference. When I was bartending, I was fully bartending. Like, I wasn't talking to myself about, oh my God, I should be dancing right now, or I should be working on my coaching practice.
If you want to see my recent one-on-one with Marie, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Modern entrepreneurship can be for everyone. All of us are immersed in a culture that has taught us that nonstop work is the most valuable thing.